Is Bitcoin the next GameStop? Welcome back, everybody. I'm your everyday average investor here to help you make money in the stock and crypto market. In this video, you should gain an excellent understanding why Bitcoin is going to be heavily adopted and why it is different than GameStop. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into it. All right, so as always, guys, I have Coinbase opened up here. I am not at all affiliated with them, just here to help you guys out. So if you want to sign up and get $45 for free by signing up with Coinbase, I'll put that in the description below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the like. And I did create a Discord for you guys to check out where I do stock and crypto picks. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into why is Bitcoin going to be so heavily adopted, as well as why is it the future? So I'm going to be playing a video which was an interview actually with Jordan Belfort. And for those people who don't know who Jordan Belfort is, he was basically the Wolf of Wall Street. The movie The Wolf of Wall Street was actually made off of Jordan Belfort. So he's extremely knowledgeable in the stock and crypto market. So let's see what he has to say about this whole thing.
When I first saw Bitcoin, I thought the technology was great. It was awesome. When I saw it run up to 17,000, 20,000, I was like, get out, it's gonna crash. And I was almost right onto the day when I thought it was gonna crash. I thought once it crashed, it would disappear and end and never come back. But it didn't. I was wrong about that. So I was right for the timing, but I thought it would just vanish, and it didn't. Why? Because enough people believed in it. Now, the difference between Bitcoin and GameStop is so huge and this is the mistake people are making. If you're trying to think that one relates to the other, it doesn't. There is a finite amount of Bitcoin that is out there and that can be created, and there are very complex, understandable models of how you create them, and it creates scarcity. There is literally no amount of GameStop that could not theoretically be issued. There's an endless supply of shares that can be printed, created. So it is not a finite situation. What Bitcoin was able to do, you truly have hit on one point. It was simply supply and demand. And if we think it's valuable, it's valuable. However, in GameStop, there's another reality involved here. That if the stock stays high for too long, the company will start selling shares into the market to raise. It won't stay up. You can keep creating more shares. It's not Bitcoin.
So as you can see, Jordan Belfort is saying that GameStop and Bitcoin differ because GameStop has an endless supply while Bitcoin does not. Let's see what else he has to say about Bitcoin.
I think people are starting to wrap their heads around this idea that like a sneaker is popular because we decide it is, or my girl likes a purse. That purse isn't worth anything. It's worth $30, but because Dior says it's worth $5,000, then that's the price. But we dictate that, not Christian Dior, not the app. What?
You remember one thing, though?
Go.
The things that end up holding their value have limited numbers of them. This is a very important point.
Right.
There are two things that you need. There are two things that drive the market. I'm an expert in stock manipulation. I am. I know more about it than probably anyone on the planet. I'm not proud of that, but it's just true. And there are two sides to a stock manipulation, okay? Number one is you must create demand. Demand. What most people don't focus on is also the artificial withholding of supply. Why do diamonds have their value? The reason diamonds have value is because the beers withhold supply. They take supply off the market. If they were to actually flood the market with supply, diamond prices would crash.
So Jordan Belfort actually had a very crucial point, that it is all based on supply and demand. Everything that has a lot of value is going to have a limited supply, which is going to help drive demand up. And that's exactly what's happening with diamonds. These big companies are creating an artificial low supply to drive up the demand. There's actually a lot more diamonds on the earth than is said to be by these big corporations because they are actually withholding the supply. I'll actually also be playing another clip by Mark Cuban on why Bitcoin is going to absolutely skyrocket. So stay tuned.
GameStop, what does it mean in terms of investing culture? So there's two different things. In terms of investing culture, all of Wall Street has had an advantage over the little guy. I mean, look, the little guy has been diminished in the eyes of every, traditional significant investor. They're called minnows. But now when they, aggregate and work together, even if it's with Wall Street bets, that creates a new set of circumstances. That doesn't mean that all their trades are going to be profitable. It doesn't mean that everybody's going to come out ahead. It doesn't mean there aren't going to be painful lessons. But if they can keep on aggregating, and particularly in this counterculture we have with cryptocurrency, where decentralized governance is a thing, and people spent the whole summer learning about it and decentralized finance, there's really something here. It's not going to take over tomorrow or 1 year or 5 years, but I think over the long term, it's going to have a significant impact and benefit the small investor.
So there you guys have it. Mark Cuban as well says that Bitcoin as well as cryptocurrencies, not just Bitcoin, are going to help the investor like me, like you, and is going to help definitely in the future. I know I am extremely bullish on all these cryptocurrencies. I'm going to be adding more Ethereum, more Bitcoin. Let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys found it absolutely educational. I'll be linking my Discord as well as Coinbase in the description down below. And as always, guys, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you all later.